Everybody, it's Tara Green, and it is Friday, and it's the last day. It's May the 23rd. It's the last day of Saturn and Pisces. So Saturn and Pisces, it's been at 29:59 for the last little while. It will enter Aries tomorrow for the first time in 28 years, but it's only for a short time because Saturn will then move back into Pisces September the 1st. So this is a bit of a preview, but it's still very important. Now, I'm sure you've all been feeling that incredibly heavy energy that's been going on because this is a very big karmic ending. Very big karmic ending. It's really important that we try to finish what it is we need, the karmic lessons that we need to learn right now, right? Now, for people, light workers that came in with big lessons here, you know, we all have to be ready to dive deep and do the shadow work. And it's, speaking for myself, it's been extremely painful. This is like the dark night of the soul. In the tarot, the sign of Pisces is the moon, number 18, the moon card, right? And so really that is the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is when you lose all faith, you feel lost. It's like Jesus on the cross going, "Why have thou forsaken me?" This is when you become fully human and you go, why have you left me all alone to suffer like this? This is the dark night of the soul. So this is really what the collective is going through. So I'm going to do a reading, very important, maybe one of the most important readings I've ever done in my life, using a deck I've never used before. So this deck here, the Fountain Tarot, I bought this online a while ago. I've been saving it and saving it for now. So I'm going to open this right now. I don't even know who made this deck, actually. I saw it somewhere and I really liked it. And I thought, oh, that's an interesting deck, a new deck. I usually always use my Thoth Tarot. And I love the movie The Fountain. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It's a Darren Aronofsky movie. Very beautiful movie, very karmic, very violent, actually. So I'm going to, I've got also some Florida water here I'm going to put on. So I'm going to do this reading as a reading for the collective right now. And the collective is also us, you know, so the collective is each one of us. So whatever the collective shows is our own reading as well. Now, of course, if you have planets at the very last degree of Pisces or Sagittarius or Virgo or Gemini, you will be feeling, of course, this energy the most. Okay, I can see this little deck got sort of smushed up here. Actually, I traveled with it. I took this deck with me to Sedona, actually, and intending to open it there, but I never did. So let's see. I don't even know if this has a little booklet in it or no booklet. It doesn't even seem to have a little booklet in it, interestingly enough. So this is what the back of the cards look like. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a total reading. Traditionally, you would divide the cards into 9. Oops, there's cat fur in there. 9 piles, 3 times 3. Everybody does it their own way. Now, I never, ever shuffle cards like normal cards. That actually always gives me the creeps. I get the willies when I see tarot readers doing that. I would never do that. To me, that's extremely disrespectful, but you do whatever you want. I would never do that. So I'm going to focus, and there's my labradorite. I'm going to get my special crystal out here. I'm really doing this, you know, according to spirit here. I've got my crystal. And I do use a pendulum. I have a special brass pendulum here. Looks like it's going to need to have the string replaced. It's a self-cleaning pendulum with 11 pieces to it. And my special crystal here, which looks like a crystal skull. It's my very special crystal, Herkimer diamond crystal. So I'm going to tap into what the collective needs right now. What is this big karmic lesson that we need to learn right now? All right, so, okay, what is the big karmic lesson? The world and myself, and the world self, and the collective unconscious, and the higher conscious, and connecting to my higher self, to all the dimensions, the 9 dimensions. I've just started rereading this Barbara Handclough book. She's redone it. All right, so I'm asking about a very specific question that I have right now, too. All right, whatever feels right to me. Okay, but I'm going to divide them. Just wanting, because I've never used this deck before, and I don't even know what kind of order they're all in, or what order they're not in. Okay, you know, the lucky, the 9. And you never put out negative energy to someone because it'll only come back to you 9 times over. All right, so let's see. Okay, first card here. It's the it's the 5 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Wands. Okay, all the 5s are usually difficult energies. They're challenges. The Wands are fire. This is quite a modern depiction. It's like there's these people, of course, fighting, disagreeing, arguing, not seeing eye to eye. Okay, that's the significator. Okay, so what do we need to bring in with our heart? What can we receive with our hearts right now? The Queen of Wands. Okay, so again, this is fire. Queen of Wands represents the mother, the maternal. She would be like Aries energy as Saturn moves into Aries. So her wisdom is action, passion, initiation. She's an Amazon warrior. She's very strong. Okay, and then what we need to receive, the 10 of Swords. Okay, now the 10s are always a completion. Now this is a difficult card. You can see that just like the 9 of Swords, this person has been pierced with all of the swords, all the anger, all the hatred, all the fear, recriminations, there's shame there. And but it's reached its ultimate point. Can't go any further. It's an ending of that. So how do you resonate with this so far? Conflict, bringing a new spirit into it, the Queen of Wands, and then the crossing card. This is normally called the crossing or the obstacle card. 10 of Swords. So the ultimate mental bondage, I would say, mental bondage, bondage of the mind, the illusions, but the real pain, feeling wounded by 10 swords. All right, and get the Page of Swords. So consciously, the Page of Swords would be a younger, what they call a pure Eternus, a younger masculine energy, kind of like Gemini in a way, in the swords. So kind of a newer way of looking at things, a curiosity about the situation, opening our minds. And then the King of Wands. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. So they would be, King of Wands is the masculine, the more mature energy of Wands. And some decks it would be the Knight. I'm not even sure if this is doing the traditional King, Queen, Page. That's the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. In the deck that I use, it's Kings, Knights. So this King of Wands would be like Sagittarius. Okay, so again, lots of fire there. Sagittarius, the last degree of Sagittarius is being squared by Saturn, very close to the galactic center. So we want to bring in the galactic wisdom from the great black hole at the center of the galaxy. All right, so the overall energy here, the Ace of Swords. So the aces are always new beginnings, so new ideas, but they're just in the very, like the light has just been lit, just a little spark is coming in here. Lots of swords. It's all air and fire, very much replicating the planets in the sky, moving into all fire and air signs. All right, so on the outer level, the King of Cups. Okay, the King of Cups is Pisces energy, so there you go. This would represent Pisces energy, which is where Saturn is right now. All right, now, so on a deeper level, what's going on the deepest inner levels of this? What is the core issue here? What is that core issue? What is it that needs to be completed right now? Okay, and then we get the Page of Coins. So again, the pages are this young, innocent kind of energy. So again, the coins, the Earth, Pentacles, kind of a new, you can see in the card, this kind of like a new offering, money, wealth, kind of at the beginning stages, and also that optimism of youth, kind of trust. All right, now I use 11 cards in this deck, so this would, now we would get to the hopes and fears card. So what is the big fear here? Two of Cups. Interesting, Two of Cups. The people are reaching out to the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the card of love, traditionally. So love conquers all. The balance, the Two of Cups, that's what needs to be brought in here. Love. Kind of a very mysterious Two of Cups card. All right, and then I do two future cards, and they relate to each other. Future card. Okay. The Ten of Cups. Okay, so the Ten of Cups is basically a celebration. It is all your cups fulfilled. It's like attaining total emotional satisfaction. Okay, so we've gone so far from the lots of swords, moving into the water now, earth and water, more into the feminine energy here. All right, so what is the final outcome here? I'm just, since I've never worked with this deck before, it feels a little awkward. Sometimes I don't resonate with the deck right away. And then we get the Nine of Coins. Okay, so the Nine of Coins. Again, this is about material wealth. Nine of Coins. Material wealth. There's the goddess. There's a goddess there with, I believe she's got some kind of a bird on her. There's Hebrew letters also in these 9 spheres. Okay, so the 9s and 10s. Again, we moved from the swords, the mind, and the fire into all water and earth. Very interesting. So this is balanced. Two of Cups, the integration card, the hopes and fears is love. Okay, unconditional love. And through unconditional love, everything manifests, and everything of value, emotionally and physically, comes into being. So how do you want to interpret this? It depends on what your situation is. We want to move out of this very heavy Ten of Swords here, like the being pierced and being victimized and being the victim, feeling like the victim, the loser, blame. And then the swords, the wands, then the King of Wands is wisdom, sort of mature wisdom. It's Sagittarius, so it's the sage wisdom that brings strong emotions and an openness with reality, with physicality and love. And there you have it. Okay, now, do we need any extra cards here? Do we need any extra cards here? Maybe. Okay, there's the Nine of Cups, okay. The Nine of Cups is the wishing card traditionally. So when this card comes up, I love this card. It's my favorite card in the deck. I call this the granting of all wishes, 9 wishes. I'm the fairy godmother. I give you 9 wishes. So what are those 9 wishes? You need to write them down. You need to think about them. It is Jupiter in Pisces astrologically, with Jupiter is exalted in Pisces, so it has to do with wishing the best for others, being compassionate, utterly compassionate, forgiving. Saturn is about taking responsibility for all of your actions, for all of your past karma. And through that, all of the 9 wishes are fulfilled for for everybody, because nobody is any less than anybody else. Everybody's the same. Everybody's one. So that's a very, very beautiful reading, I would say. So if you want to get in touch with me, I am at tarottarot.com, helping you to navigate these really intense times. I don't think we've ever felt anything like this before. It's been this crazy intense since that full moon, which I think was one of the heaviest full moons I've ever felt. So, sending you many blessings of the day.